I think almost 7, 8 years back, I have done one training with SAP that's pertaining to
Okay.
Employee Central only. But again, I want to brush up that knowledge and I want to learn more in the SAP. So, specifically in
Okay.
the Employee Central. That's it, Akshara. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Varsha. Thanks for joining and introducing yourself. Yes, please introduce Akshay. I hope you just joined. We're just having an introduction. So if you want to
Hi, good,
introduce, you can.
yes, good morning. Myself Akshay Gaude. I'm working as a HR professional last 14 years,
Okay.
and I'm looking for extending my knowledge in EC module.
Okay. So have you been before in SAP or SuccessFactors, any other module?
SAP, yes,
Okay. So you have some terminology knowledge. I
yes,
can say
yes,
that.
yes.
Okay, fine. Thanks. Thank you, Akshay, for introducing. Srikanth, you are still there. You did not introduce. Can you? Or any audio issues?
Hi everyone. There is an issue with my audio. Yeah, so I have 14 plus years of experience. The main thing that
Mm-hmm.
interested me is I can see that organizer is Kiran because I've been his ex-student way back in 2013. I work in
Okay.
SAP HCM and I also have experience in Employee Central. The main purpose is to refresh my knowledge.
Okay. Great. Great to know this. Right. Just 1 more minute. We shall start. Yes, I could see Nagasudhakar joining now. Nagasudhakar, can you please introduce yourself? We just had introduction section with everyone.
Yeah, hi. My name is Nagasudhakar Reddy. I am working one of company. I have 4 years of experience on Oracle NetSuite side.
Okay.
Parallelly, I'm interested working interesting doing of this training success factor also. Yeah.
Okay. So you have any knowledge on the SAP or success factors?
Sorry.
Sudhakar, I am asking you only. Do you have any knowledge on SAP and success
Yes.
factors? Okay, fine.
No, no.
Thank you for introducing.
Oracle NetSuite. Oracle,
Okay,
not
got it.
SAP success factors. Oracle NetSuite side. I have experience.
Okay, got it. Right. We are about to start our session. Basically, what happens with the weekends is we might see attendees are prepared for the session, but they will forget that there is a session. So it will take some 5 to 10 minutes to people to join in the session, or some people will face these laptop issues, audio issues, all this. To settle down all this, it will at least take this
Yes.
time to start the session. Okay. So here, the first thing I would like to start with this title itself, SAP Success Factors. As most of them here are experienced and aware that it's an HR system, or I can call it as an HR application. So this HR application, which is being maintained at a cloud, is nothing but an SAP Success Factors. Okay, how does it get this name, and what is this HR application cloud, and why we are using this, or why most of the market is using it? what is the purpose of this, why it is number one in the uh, technology right now for HR. So we should know all this. Before you are learning something, you should be aware why we are learning it. You should be aware the history of it also. So before I start something with the system, I just wanted to give you a background and history of this SAP success factors. Initially, this is not SAP success factors, it is just success factors. And it's started its implementation, or the software is getting developed during from 2001, and by Lars Bargeld. His name is Lars Bargeld. So he had this idea, why don't we have an HR system in the cloud? By then already SAP is in place, but it's technically too high, or technically we need to remember the transaction, enter the technical transactions, all these things, that's already in place. But he wanted to have something in cloud where everyone can understand, and it is easy to use in UI. This is an UI. Right now you are seeing this is an UI. So it's a screen where I can directly use some transaction, right? So like this, you don't see it in other systems like which are not on cloud. Okay. So this UI is helping us most user friendly system. So he wanted to have this system during that time. Finally, he completed it by 2010 or 11. He was done with this development and all. Success Factors is ready. He displayed that in the market, and the market has checked it, but only SAP thought it is going to be future. No other company thought it will be the next thing or next bigger thing. Only SAP thought Success Factors is going to be the next big thing, and we are going to see the future. So then in 2012, SAP has acquired Success Factors. It has become SAP Success Factors. Now Success Factors is also owned by SAP. Okay, this is the history how it has become SAP Success Factors. Initially, while the Success Factors has started, it is having EC, other few other modules like LMS, PMGM. These kind of things are existing. Later, day by day, now the count has gone to 14 modules altogether. Success Factors alone has 14 modules in it. Okay, I will name all of them, but I am just saying for an overview now. So 14 modules are there. Each module does different activity. Then which module you have to start learning with? It should be with Employee Central only. I will tell you why we should start with Employee Central also. Okay. So once it is introduced and SAP has acquired, Success Factors gone some changes. That means improvisation is being done. Previously, every 3 months, we used to have new features coming in for Success Factors. New features enabled, new settings enabled, we used to have every 3 months. Now, we are getting it for every 6 months. That means the quarterly has become half yearly. So, every 6 months, I get new features into the system respective to the modules. So, which means the system is not stopping at one place. Okay, it is improvising according to the new requirements, according to the business, according to the customer, according to the HR. All these things are making it change every 6 months, and it is getting upgraded. So the base and the core will stay same. Anything that has to be enhanced, they will enhance, or any new feature has to be introduced, they will introduce. So that's the reason it has been still the number one in the market for application of HR. Most of the customers use Success Factors only. If I say the most um, familiar companies uses Success Factors. Recruiting process of Accenture is Success Factors. You can clearly see while applying a job. Or you go to ITC, it's completely Success Factors. All the modules are implemented. Indian ITC company. Okay. If you go to Byju's, it is Success Factors. Any company you take, they are using success factors. Soon another bigger company is moving towards success factors. So success factors is being used everywhere. If you go to UAE, every company uses success factors. HR application, even the government, Etihad companies, all these, they use success factors. The reason why they use, we need to know. It's okay. It is improvising, everyone will follow. But improvisation is not only the factor to have success factors. The first thing is easily understandable system. If someone opens the system and we tell them this is a feature, they can easily understand. Without guidance, someone can navigate the system. So even guidance is also available for it. Second thing is its availability, or it is accessible everywhere. You have an internet in your hand, that's enough. You can open success factors. Either with laptop, even in a remote area, you have internet, you can open this page. There is no prerequisite to download so and so software, to open so and so software. We don't have that kind. Only thing is an URL is needed, and this URL will help you to log in with using your browser. You can open Edge, you can open in your Google Chrome, this will open. So this is accessible to anyone who has the system access. That means we will have an user ID and password. That the employee ID and password we will create. But with this link, employee can log in from anywhere. He can even open that in mobile application. There is mobile app for us. We can open in mobile app, or you can open in the mobile application browser also. That's how success factors is accessible. So everywhere it is accessible. If something is urgent, you are on a vacation, you need to approve something, it is going for payroll. So what you need to do, you should open your mobile and click that approval. That's done. Payroll will take care of it. Even though you are not available, work is going on. So nothing is affecting employees experience. So success factors is all about employees experience. One employee can easily get the system. Second, he can easily access the system. Third one is due to its security. System security is high. How can I say that system security is high? Because you see, every role here works based on their permissions. Suppose my ID is John Paul. So now using this, I can only do some activities because I was given that permissions. If I was not given that permissions in the system, I cannot do anything. So I will be restricted to my role. Only payroll admins can edit payroll information. No other can touch those compensation payroll related things. Only people who has to do data changes, they will do. HR will do his activity. According to activity, we will give permissions. So respective to the role, we have role based permissions. RBP means role based permissions. So security is high. No one cannot delete or remove or do something with the information. It is always high. Another thing is we have GDPR consent. GDPR consent means General Data Protection Rules, where SAP company follows that, and we are liable for anything sensitive information we share it. So if sensitive information is there, only for the respective people it will be visible, for others it will not be visible, we will mask it. So different concepts are existing to have this system secure. We follow all the guidelines of security, and none of the employee information is going out without consent, or we are not going to do anything with their data, because the life system is all about the live data. If a company is using success factors, their 10,000 employees will have their profiles created in success factors. So for the 10,000 employees data, we are responsible while we are getting into the project, right? So these are the three things that make success factors the number one in the market, where everyone uses HR application success factors, right? So the reason why this is number one, I told you. The reason why you should learn success factors. There are many other applications. I don't hesitate to say there is workday, in the market. There is benefit focus. There is also another one, Chronos Workforce. There is sum total. These many HR applications are there. Why are you not going to learn that? Why are you going to learn success factors? Because it is number one in the market, we will have more opportunities. Okay, that is fine. Even Workday is competing with success factors. Why should we learn success factors? Anyone can tell me. Yes. Any answers from anyone?
Wider range of opportunities outside in the market. Along with that, many companies are adapting to the product success factors.
Right. So we have wider range of opportunities. So we are using, that is one of the reason. The other reasons I will tell now why you need to learn only success factors. So coming to Workday, Workday is not a development project for the clients of India. If you are working for an Indian company and you are in the location India, Workday will not give it for development. This only support comes to India. Rest of all things, development will be with them in US. So who is working from US, they can have Workday development and all those things. So these options you can take it away. The reason is, first thing, more opportunities, fine. Second thing is, the system you are learning is a continuous learning system. You will not sit idle if you learn success factors, because it's an continuously improvising. Today you know 10 features, tomorrow one more comes, you need to learn it. So it's a continuous learning process for us. It never make you sit idle. You are going to learn, you are going to achieve, you are going to grow. So the growth is high in success factors, and due to its ease of using, many customers are towards it. The major portion of the world is using success factors. The more opportunities, the long term this will be there. Even all the companies implement success factors, they should need support. You are needed for them. So at least for support, these projects will stay another 10 to 15 years. Whenever you are learning certain technology, you need to observe the future. If you observe that future, you will know how many years this is going to be there on the long run. Then only you will identify, okay, I can learn this. There is future for this, and this will be used because employees and HR technology is involved in it. So the reason you need to learn is learning growth and your opportunities having success factors. Okay, those are the two things which I can tell you to learn. And the other thing is demand in the market. Right now, there is a huge demand. Who knows both SAP, HCM, and success factors? Because the other module, not employee central payroll is dependent on SAP still. The payroll engine is still SAP's payroll engine. So, in the market, we need someone who knows the both. So, it's an opportunity for different kind of people. I don't say that for the newly coming there is no opportunity. There is. So whoever comes from whichever background, this system can be understandable. This application is easy to understand. Okay. So we have this as a reason you need to learn it. Now, how many modules are there? I was telling 14 modules are there. Already I written three. Employee Central, LMS, PMGM, RCM, Recruiting Management, Recruiting Marketing, SAP JAM, Succession Planning, Career Development Planning, Workforce Analytics, Employee Central Payroll, Compensation Module, Variable Pay Module. If I miss anything, you can tell me if you remember.
Onboarding,
And yes,
onboarding.
onboarding. Now we have the new one, time tracking, because it got separated from EC and it got a module now, time tracking. Total time management process, leaves, absence, and attendance all together here. Right? So you see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You got your 14 here. So 14 modules are there and these are there. You start with Employee Central. Everyone who comes, I will suggest them to start with Employee Central. Another reason why we need to learn this, why don't we start with other modules? The one who starts with Employee Central can learn other modules easily. The one who learns other modules and come to Employee Central, they will find this as difficult because the basics of your any other module are with Employee Central. To run any other module, data is needed. Where that data is getting deposited here in Employee Central. This is called as an data repository. I can call it as data repository. What does that mean, repository? Means you can store data, you can take back data, you can change data, you can modify it. So it's all about data maintenance. Whose data it is? Employee data maintenance. So Employee Central is all about having the configurations of employee data and their maintenance. Like, what are those? Hiring an employee, terminating him, or changing the employee. Someone has to mute their mic. Changing the employee, rehire. So these kind of activities happen. I get the data from hire. While hiring, I will get the data. After that, if employee resigns, I will terminate him. The data is getting terminated, inactive. Changing the data, promoting the employee or moving them to other. So that is changing data. Rehire. So after they are terminated, if they wanted to come back, we are rehiring and data has to be retrieved. So these activities are being done on data only. So the data repository, like how a data bank or you see bank, what is the function of bank? I put some money whenever I need, I withdraw or I will have a fixed deposit or whenever there is some change, I will add on more money. So it is the similar way. I will put some data, I will take back the data, I will change the data. Whenever needed, I will retrieve the data. So employee central configurations are all about your data maintenance in the EC module. Once the data is being maintained here, this will move to other modules. Like once employee is available, I can give him rating at PMGM. I will take some name, first name, their details to PMGM. Once new hire is completed, I will assign some courses at learning management. Once data is here, I will use that data for running payroll or compensation, or if there is any bonus, variable pay, I will do that. Or if any leaves has to be given to employee data, I will give from this module. So these modules are connected with EC because they need data, because EC is a data bank for us. Okay. So this is the reason we have to learn EC. The basics of EC will help you in other modules. Other modules basic won't help you for EC. So always remember, you start with EC, you will have a good learning from the system. Okay. So that's the reason you need to learn Employee Central. So as this is a demo, I just give you some system overview. It would be better. This is an SuccessFactors system. So how you can practice is from we will give you an URL and your user and password. You can log in. Once you log in, this is called to be an home page. Okay. In the home page, these are shortcuts or quick actions. This search is everything. Okay. If you want to navigate to some place, some transactions. Okay. So I can hire a new employee, add new employee is the screen where I can type in, I can go to that screen. So this is how we navigate using search most of the time or using these module picker. I call this as a module picker. You can pick module wise. You have 14 modules. You can utilize that modules by picking from here. Right? If you want to go to recruiting module. So likewise, you can see the options here. And an employee's profile here. So this is how once you complete and add new employee, a profile is created in the system like this, where there will be employee's name and their job information and other details. If you scroll down one by one, we can see the other information. Okay, so this is how an employee profile is created, and end user can log in and they can view their information and log out. If they wanted to change something, they can request the change, it will go to approval and it gets approved, then only it will be updated here. So it depends on how employee has access, they can edit it. I can give employee access on personal information because we collect it from the employee. But on job information, I don't give employee access. Okay. What I will do is I will not give this edit button. I will stop giving it because I will decide which position, when promotion, which date, all these things. So that's what RBP is all about that. According to the role, you will get the permissions. So system is in this manner where very easy, understandable, very easy to navigate. Okay. So this is right now according to the time of the system, it says good morning. According to the time of system, it becomes evening, then it says good evening, good afternoon also. So this is a banner wish which SAP gives by default. If you want, you can change. So lots of things are there here. We have to learn and we are going to discuss, and we will discuss all of them in the training. So just a moment, I will share you the contents of this training so that it would be better. I hope I did not take too long to the demo. So yes, let me open this. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. I hope it is visible now, the screen.
Yes.
So these are the contents you are going to learn from me for this session of 25 days you will be having. Training session, and we are going to see history of success factors and what SAP is and success factors capabilities, and SAP HCM and success factors strategies here, and integration options between the systems, and the system explanation, instance provisioning systems, half yearly releases and upgrade center, how it happens, and what are the release information, how can you get it, sales demo and professional system setup. There is a sequence to system setup configuration. So that one we are going to discuss. Basic settings of homepage and navigation menu options, object definitions, associations, import and export data, difference between the objects, MDF and non-MDF objects, pick list management, business configuration, business rules, configure people profile, event and event reasons, workflow configurations, import methods and login issues, position management, integrations of RCM and onboarding to EC. So for EC, there are two modules that getting integrated. We will discuss that. Email notification setup, proxy management, RBP, tiles homepage, global employment, time off, recurring issues and solutions. Totally, these are going to be covered under this training for 25 days. Every day, 1 hour session will be taken. And here we will provide end-to-end admin guide for implementation where every configuration will be there, and a topic wise document which I have prepared from my end that will be shared to you. You can go through that for every topic, and you will be given a task to practice end of the session. Once the session is done, I have shown you the configuration. Task will be given to complete real time scenarios, okay, in the task, and you will receive a demo system for practice for 60 days. So totally in the training we are going to give all this, and you will also receive recording of the session every day. So session recording will be given to you. So you can go through that as well. So these are the things we are going to give you from this training. These are the topics which we are going to discuss. I hope I am very clear. Now we are open for questions. Any questions you can ask me now. And you can even tell me your expectations as well, if you have any, or you can tell me feedback that whether I am going too fast or slow, Whatever how you wanted to have, you can tell. Yes.
Uh, I think Akshara, once we start the training, then we'll be able to, give you a feedback on whether you're
Okay.
going fast or if there are any additional things we need a clarity on. Okay. Um, Today's session, we wouldn't be able to tell you. Uh, so for today's session, the speed is okay. We are able to understand.
Okay. But if you have any questions on anything, you can ask me.
Yeah, sure. During the session, but as of now, for today's this thing, I don't have any questions. I don't have any queries. Thanks, Akshara.
Okay. Others, any questions, you can let me know. And one more point I just wanted to tell you is, if you are interested for regular session, just ping Subbu that interested, and also tell him what is your expected time for the regular session, training session, so that we will gather for all the people for joining the regular session one common time, and then we will have the session every day. So you can discuss with Subbu on your availability time, and you can ask him for the your flexible time to have the training. So please send your available time for the training and get it fixed. Okay?
Sure.
Akshara
Thank you.
from Nagasudhak Reddy. I'm working 7 to 8 or 8 to 9.
7. That's what. I am not the one who is going to schedule this timing. Subbu is the one who collects the information from all the people, their availability, and he will, upon that, he will schedule a time for this training session. So you can tell Subbu that this is my available time. So accordingly, he will pick it up.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay.
So I could not see many questions from you. Yeah, I could understand that it is a demo, and most of the people are having good knowledge over the HR. I'm happy to know that. So, if no questions, you may leave the session. I don't want to ruin your weekend. You can go and enjoy. But just ping Subbu your availability time for the regular session. We can start it by Monday itself if you want it. Okay? And other thing is, according to your requirement, we will make some changes, or you want to have some real time scenarios also, it is possible. In between the session itself, I can give you the real time, say, whatever task you want or to me to be done, I will do that. So I did not introduce myself, so I am going to do that now. So, myself, Akshara, I am certified in Employee Central, Recruiting Management, Onboarding, and Employee Central Payroll. 4 modules I am certified. I am working with SuccessFactors from past 10 years. Okay, it's almost close to the start of SuccessFactors. Before that, I was in SAP HCM. So I used to do SAP HCM OM, PA, organization management, and personal administration. And also, I have some knowledge of this PCR schemas, all those time management as well. So altogether, I have did nearly 8 end-to-end implementations across different countries, different regions. Most of the projects I have did are based on European region, and then it comes to UAE, then US. So even I have experience with Employee Central time management, time tracking, but I was about to ready for the certification, and even Employee Central benefits currently, which I am implementing a project. So I am your real time trainer where I have seen the customers across different locations and different region requirements. So I can give you the most inputs from my experience, which you can take from me. Okay, this is all about me. Thanks for knowing me, and I wish I can see you all in the regular session as soon as possible. Okay. Thank you for
Sure.
joining. Have a happy weekend.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Akshara. Wish you the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshay.
Thank you.